Yeah, you are now live. Yeah, it's Lock West in the morning, Dash Radio, the spin room, you know what it is.
Hey, yo, what it do, party peoples? It's your man, Bigg Pwee from the Spin Room. Thank you guys very much for joining us on this Flashback Friday. It's Feel Good Friday. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. You know, I got to make sure I look good. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Oh, we the ring light crew.
Yeah. So, real quick, ladies and gents, before we get the show started, please, down below, subscribe to this YouTube page, subscribe to our podcast. We are on all podcast platforms, Apple, Google, Spotify, and Anchor. Click on that bell because we post a new video every single day, Monday through Friday. You get a new episode from the Spin Room crew. All right, talking about the Spin Room crew. Let me bring everybody on in right now. Ladies and gents, I got my folks with me. I got Big Les, my ride or die, my who rider in the building. Your girlfriend's favorite DJ, DJ Ron C. K. Stephanie, and J. Tasha Miss Everything. How's everybody doing?
Perfect. Beautiful.
Everybody good? That's what I'm talking about. That's a beautiful thing, man. I love to hear that. All right, man. First and foremost, before we get the party started, I got to give love to our sponsor. You know, it's a beautiful thing, man, bringing in somebody to help out the show. So big shout out to our sponsor, man, Blue Raft Entertainment Group. It's a lifestyle brand and full service entertainment company. So check it out. Some of you guys looking for labels to get onto a label. You want understanding distribution, all that good stuff. Blue Raft Entertainment Group got that for you. But at the same exact time, they got new merch that's out, man. They got new merch. They got hoodies. They got hats, shirts, masks, you name it, they got it. We want you to pick up some of that merch, all right? Purchase some of that merch and get back to the Spin Room real quick, all right? So go to shopblueraft.com. Shopblueraft.com. You can see the link right down below, all right, man? So big ups to our sponsor right there, Blue Raft Entertainment Group. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all ready for the show?
Yeah, let's go.
The red carpet, let's go.
Let's bring out the red carpet, Jay, Tasha.
Well, on this lovely Friday, this is one of my closest friends, somebody who I've been knowing for, I think, over 5 years now. His name is Darius McCrary. You may have seen him in shows like Family Matters. He's done TV shows, All American. He's been on BET show, Soul Train. So give it up, you guys, for McCrary.
Yeah.
Hey! What's up, party people?
And the leg action, I love it.
Yeah, you know, I swear, I'm here. I'm ready to go. Hey, look, Big Legs, you still see I'm still limber. I still got it.
I know. I'm about to come train with you. You looking diesel over there, drinking some milk.
Hey.
22. You know how we do.
So
oh
first
God,
and foremost, Darius, I want to say thank you so much, my brother, for taking the time out your day to rock with the Spin Room crew. So thank you first and foremost.
Hey, absolutely, man. You know, I rock with y'all, man. Y'all are my peoples, man. We got history, I gotta give Jay Tasha her credit. You know, she always keeps me in the loop. She keeps me in the know, and she hit me. She's like, "Hey, I want to see this show tomorrow." I was like, "Yeah, sure."
I know you're so busy. It's been hard to track you down. You got all these shows coming up and projects you're working on. Tell us about it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we just finished True to the Game 2 with, Vivica and everybody. Columbus, of course, who's doing phenomenal. I'm just so proud of him.
That was directed by Manny Haley, right?
No, that was directed by Wolf. Yes, Wolfgang. Yeah. So he did an amazing job as well. It was just a great crew, a great cast. Lil Mama's in it. Jerry Meeks. And then we did 3 as well. It was directed by So Trilogy Game 3 is coming as well, you guys. But I'm not supposed to speak on that. I ain't gonna speak on that. Y'all just watch 2 on November 6th.
Got it. Let everybody know what network and all that other stuff too.
It is I believe it's a Netflix thing. So yeah. So then I just
Netflix is gobbling up, man. Woo!
It's amazing. It's pretty amazing. I mean, these platforms just keep popping up everywhere. I mean, you know, Netflix is killing them. Hulu's killing them. But I mean, we're just in a different era. It's just a different time, as you guys know. It's so obvious. I'm looking at this. We're doing Zoom interviews now. You know, and I'm gonna be honest. I would rather just jump in the car and show up and just be there. It's just something about that. And then, you know, you don't have to deal with the modern advances of technology, like not being able to get your fucking microphone on.
Yeah.
So you're looking like a fucking crazy man. Like, yo, what's wrong with this dude? Doesn't he know? Just press the mic. No, I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry, people.
I know technology is a beast right now. Like you said, everybody's, you know, adapting to it. And so you got the new project that's popping.
Yes.
And Netflix picked it up. So what is your role on the show?
Well, guys, I don't want to give too much away. I don't want to spoiler alert.
Come on. I mean, the show is all about spoiler alerts. So, you know, let's deep dive into the show.
No. I'm gonna tell you guys. So the cool is, I'm gonna give you guys some backstory. I was working on this show called Monogamy at the time. Craig Ross Jr.'s Monogamy. And for another platform that popped up, UMC. And a friend of mine, we were talking about the trailer came on for the original, for the first one. And a young friend of mine said, hey, that's true to the game. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, I read those books when I was in high school. And so I was like, oh, you did? And like, this is a young lady, you know, a young friend of mine who was substantially younger than I. And so I was thoroughly impressed with this. And I said, whoa, you read these books? She's like, yeah, I read the books. And I said, that's pretty dope. You know, so I remember when Manny, who's our executive producer, was putting this project together, I was like, that's gonna really hit. So fast forward I had a chance to catch up and read the books myself. Well, there are these dirty cops. I mean, this cop is just a real son of a bitch. And so I was blessed with playing the role of this really bad guy. He's a real bad guy. And Jared Hill directed part 2. Jared directed part 2, and Wolfgang directed part 3. So I'm sorry, Jamal Hill. But yeah, I play this guy who's he's got some serious issues, and he has the ability to use the law to enforce his will and to hide behind his badge, which is pretty interesting with the times that we live in now, because we're all faced with choices as human beings. And there are a lot of individuals that we're seeing these days who have the responsibility of being law enforcement and upholding the law, that have been making some decisions that that wouldn't be considered good, and that have left a lot of families and people's lives in ruins, and taken some lives, unfortunately. Sandra Bland, you know, Eric Garner, George Floyd, which is his birthday today. He would have been 47 years old. So it was really heavy for me to be this guy. You know, and as you guys know, in everything that I do, I take it on. I mean, seriously, I don't play with it when it comes to acting, which is part of the reason why I think I have a love-hate relationship with the craft. But yeah, it's pretty deep.
You saying that in your relationship about acting, I know there's a time for a lot of actors where they'll say yes to anything just so that they can keep working or keep putting out content. Is there anything that you said yes to that you actually regret taking on?
Whoa, well, you know, my dear, we've been doing this for a long time. I mean, I started to count up. I think I'm at year 37.
Long time in the game.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels too long.
I mean,
there's no age limit to acting, so.
I mean, since you said that, first and foremost, let me say congratulations and happy anniversary to Family Matters. 31 years anniversary, September 22nd, man.
Yeah. It's just crazy. I can't believe that the time has passed. It's gone by. It was just such a blessing to be a part of that show. And to answer Big Les's question, sometimes, I mean, I look back and I have no problem saying no. I mean, I said no to 35 and Ticking like three times. I tried to get them to hire a couple of friends of mine. At first, I didn't want to go in for next day air, but you don't ever tell the quintessential Robbie Reed, the godmother, no.
Right.
I was like, wait a minute, let me rethink that. But sometimes I just don't feel like if I'm right for the role, I would rather not even show up than to waste someone's time, even in an audition. And Robbie, she's just so patient with me. She's always been so patient with me. I didn't even know if I was right for Kingdom Come. I mean, this is Darius, you guys. This is me, and you guys, y'all know me. I'm extremely creative. I'm extremely passionate about life, and I don't like to play with nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna do it, we're gonna do it. And so and y'all know that. So Robbie was like, I love her so much. She says to me, I know that you don't see this, but that's why you have me, and that's why I'm here, because this is what I do, and I obviously see something in you that you don't see in yourself, my love. So let's go ahead and let's read this. Robbie is. So that said, fast forward to now, when I got a call to play James Brown. Big Les, I almost said no to that on American Soul. I was like,
thank God you didn't. You killed that role.
You did amazing in that.
I'm like, I'm not James Brown. I'm like a foot taller than him. I can't do this. I'm like, I can't do this. And once again, Robbie, she says, excuse me? I thought we went over this. I said, oh yeah, I'll be there. Sure, I'm coming. Send the ticket. I'm ready. And what a great experience. It's just so amazing. I think that it was probably the most exhausting thing that I've ever done, because you understand, the Godfather Soul lived at a certain frequency. Right. I think that the only moments he may have had where he brought that frequency down to a lull was when he was by himself. And as an actor, those are the moments you have to find to ground a character, a recognizable character, to make it real. And then when you're doing episodic, you don't have the whole hour and a half to tell an arc of a story, an hour and 20 minutes to tell the arc of a character. So I decided to make some choices that gave you the quintessential James Brown, all of him. And man, that shit kicked my ass.
It really made you better for it, so you killed it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You said that you're currently training right now. What roles do you have coming up? What shows can we see you on? I'm definitely interested to see some more of Darius.
Right now I'm trying to make sure that this damn iPad doesn't die on me. So there's one more project I just did. It's a Christmas project. I forget the name of it.
It's called Princess in Carolina, right?
Hey, there she is. What's happening? Hey.
We do our research over here.
Hey. Yeah. Christmas in Carolina. Yes, that's what it's called. The great thing about that was not only was I blessed to be a part of the cast with my amazing television sister and production partner, because we have a production company together. Yes. And so, but I produce it as well, and we work with a brilliant young cast. I know, Jay Tasha, you're so busy. I couldn't get you. I got a project I'm doing now. I want to talk to you about. When we can
sidebar. We sidebar. Tell us about this Christmas movie.
Yeah. It's cool. It's it's just a little familiar faces in different places, and so we're playing the elders now, and were guiding the kids. And a cool thing was my boy Sean Harris also was part of the crew. He's an amazing acting coach and great writer. So he did some writing on it and co-directing as well. Hold on one second, guys. I'm right here. I don't know what's going on with my okay, I got this. So I'm training right now for there I heard a little boop. I'm training right now for I'm losing weight, and I really can't speak on it because I'm under a serious NDA. But it's to play a major musical icon, someone who without yet another one.
So if we guess it, would you tell us?
Shoot the shot.
Shoot.
Bobby Brown.
I wish to God I could play Bobby Brown. I swear to God. No, I know Bobby's my
That's,
but you know they already did Bobby's story. So
They already did Bobby. Come on now.
But I'm gonna say this though. There's talk of me possibly playing Keith Sweat.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
okay.
Twisted
That's dope.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah, that'll be dope. That's a good one.
Oh my God. Y'all know Keith. He's so fly. That's what the flyest dude God ever made. They can't. Godly, I would look, and it would be interesting because I played Gerald in the Mickey Howard story. So it'd be really cool to be able to switch that up. I don't know how I keep getting blessed to play these musicians like this. Like it's pretty cool,
I mean,
it's pretty cool.
You are a musician yourself, and we definitely gonna get into your music a little later.
Yeah.
But you got to tell us a little bit more. I wanted to know who's all in this Christmas movie, because I like Christmas movies. So you got to give us at least 2 more names.
And what network it's on too, so we can tune in.
Well, you guys can go to your Roku for local programming, or I'm so bad. I'm like
Jerry said, he's like, I go for my read. They tell me when to show up. I show up, I do my part, and I'm on to the next project.
Hey, you got to stay busy.
Yeah.
Sherry, I wanted to ask you something really quick though, before we move on to the next question. I know as a kid,
yes, my beautiful light-skinned sister. Ask away, please.
As a kid, growing up in the 90s, my community was pretty much Black and brown community. And I would, at a young age, me and my older sister would see a lot of, cops do things to kids around the neighborhood. So when I watched the Family Matters episode of you, it was that one where you spoke to your dad about getting stopped by the police and harassed. Like, to this day, do you get more positive feedback on that because it's so relatable even to now?
So that's a great question, and I love to speak about this because that episode was actually written based on true events. I was actually stopped in the neighborhood where I was living at the time, which was a suburb in Southern California, and I was told that I was pulled over because my car was dirty. I was driving a fine automobile, and I was told by the officers that people who usually own those types of vehicles, they usually made sure they were clean. And my rebuttal was, people who usually own these vehicles have to work extremely hard to keep them. And so we're not concerned with cleaning them until we have the time to. I was 18 years old. And I said, but why don't you do me a favor, officer, being that you guys run these plates and you do this regularly, why don't you check to see if the title is paid for? You can do that. And then after you do that, would you please call your staff sergeant? And called the sergeant out, and they had words, and they decided that it was more than the police station wanted to bear, having ABC News come out and to cover the whole situation. And there was an apology, and there was no ticket. And it wasn't the first time it was given, which would have been erroneous anyway. But it wasn't, and that wasn't the first time that it's happened to me as a Black man in this country. So with that said, that episode was very dear to my heart. Reginald Bell Johnson did an amazing job of portraying a concerned and protective father. I've gotten some great responses, and that's the beauty of my career and that show. And I love hearing stories like this, you know, coming from my Latino people, because, you know, that show crossed so many barriers to where I've actually met white people who said to me, you know, in a time where I could have gone either way, I could have been racist, or I could have been, you know, ignorant. That show showed me Black people in a different light. And I just want to thank you so much for being a part of that experience for me, so that I was able to form my own judgment and not, you know, be part of the problem.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, when y'all know, man, when we do this shit, man, when you get to a certain level, when you really reach the level and you know what it is that you're doing, you know, because a lot of us are called, but very few of us are chosen. And you can still be working while you're called. But you know, it's something to have that chosen thing on you, and it just won't leave you alone. It don't leave you alone. When you try to walk away from it, it just won't go away. That when you make your mark, it's kind of like shooting a shot and turning around to get back on defense before it goes in.
Right.
You know, and so that's what that show did for me, and that particular episode as well. And like I said earlier, even in True to the Game, playing this dirty cop, you know, it was deep because I really had to be this dude, you know. We filmed in Philly, and Manny is so hilarious. He's just y'all know Manny. Everybody know Manny Haley. He's such a great film producer. With all the success he's had in the world of music, it just makes sense that he would transition into being a film producer. And he just was like, hey, man, you're killing this, man. You're killing this. Don't come out of this for me, man. I know this is hard for you, man, but don't come out of this. Don't come out of this, man. I need you to stay where you are. And so here I am, you know, it's weeks going by, and I have to think of all this motivation and all of this stuff. Why is this guy doing this? Why is this guy like this? You know, I'm talking with this Philly, New York accent, and I'm just an asshole to everybody. But you never know what people are going through. And in the defense of a lot of police officers, I feel that we're in an era now where there has been a lot more pressure put on us as people. And, you know, I think that if more officers, when they were having a bad day, called in and just said, yo, I'm not going in today. I just had an argument with my wife. I'm not going in today. You know, my kids are fucking driving me nuts. I'm not going in today. I owe somebody money that I can't pay. I'm not going in today. But because they feel the responsibility of being of this job and, you know, trying to get in so many hours to get their pension up, and, you know, it's not a normal job. I think that they try to go in and they try to do it. And you know, part of being a champion is showing up when you don't feel like it. You know, I got to go work out tonight for the, you know, tonight I don't feel like doing it, you know, but I ain't got no choice.
I know it's pretty hard out there, but we definitely need to see more actors take on these roles so we can see the light and see how we can deal with it. And yeah, you're doing a great job out there. We definitely appreciate it. Broncy, did you have anything to say before we wrap it up?
What up, man? You know, as a DJ, you know I'm talking about music, man. I already know. Hey, side note, do you remember, man, we were at the Inglewood Taste of Soul, and you were singing with, I forgot who the young lady was.
Mickey Howard.
Ricky Howard on the field.
Mickey
remember?
Howard, man, the legendary Mickey Howard, yes.
Yes, I remember you. And I said, man, that's when you was blowing. You was on you guys are walking around on the grass. I said, man, they getting it in.
Yeah, I was just following Mickey's lead, man. That's the great thing about my life, my career, is I've been molded and touched by so many legends. You know, I mean, Rick James being my godfather, you know, Shaka Khan being my aunt, Mickey being, you know, one of the greatest influences in my life. My dad being who he is, Howard McCrary, you know, and it's just been so cool, you know, and so I was just following Mickey's lead, you know, cause she always get the show. She loves to touch the people, and that's what it's about. We had a ball out there that day.
Yeah,
we had some good times, though, but you know, throughout the years in the game.
Question, so
yeah.
So Dave, tell me what you listen. I know you listen to your albums because you got a couple of your records out. But I'm saying, what are you listening to right now? What artists influence you?
You know, I listen to a lot of stuff, man. You know, I'm stuck on Usher. I'm always be a Chris Brown fan. you know, Drake, you know, Lil Roddy Ricch. I gotta, you know, I gotta represent for the West Coast. Kendrick is always great. You know, I like to, but you know, once again, it's all, you can't get away from the classics. You know, I love my rock and roll too. You know, little Eddie Van Halen, rest in peace. You know, you listen to the lyrics. Can you believe he said, "Can't you see I got my back against a record machine"? He was telling us something, y'all. He was telling us something. He said, "I gotta jump." You know, so yeah. You know, I'm rocking out, you know, to the classics, but I like a lot of this new stuff that's coming out. You know, Lil Yachty is fun to me. I'm not into Tekashi. That's not my bag. But
we don't speak,
you know,
that name on this show. No. Some names we don't say. That is one of them.
I just want everybody to know.
The Rainbow Kid, we don't do none of that.
Yeah. But I'm always, you know, exploring different and trying to, you know, see what's out there and try to keep myself well versed with what's fresh, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know we got to get a.
Oh, sorry. No, I just wanted to, because he said Chris Brown and Usher. So if you saw them in the verses, who would you put your money on?
Now, why are you gonna do that to me? Well, listen, I'm gonna say this. Chris wouldn't be Chris without Usher, and he will tell you that. And Usher just bad. That dude. I mean, look, Chris. That's my guy. That's my guy. You know, that's my Torian little brother. Okay, we Taurus power over here. We Taurus power. But God, man, I don't know. I think it might have to come out of draw. I don't know, because, you know, Usher just got so many hits.
Man, the Confession album by
Yes.
hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, they both got hits. I mean, at the end of the day, they got nothing but catalogs that could go for hours on hours on hours.
Hours on hours. But I'm just saying, you know, I mean, for me, because of the generation, you know, I mean, Let It Burn. When I think of Let It Burn, I mean, that just,
Yeah.
You know, it's one of that's my song things. We might be in the middle of them holding both of their hands up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a draw.
I'm with you there.
Well, I know. Sorry. When's your next musical performance? I just want to know before we go and the fans know.
Well, we're trying to figure that out, you know, because I'm trying to get that in. It's like, it's so crazy. This is how it's always happened for me for years. Whenever I get on a music page and I release something and, you know, we're gung-ho and we're about to go rock out, you know, I end up getting hit with all this work, which is why I can't never keep my band together. They're like, man, go do that, man. Go do that. We musicians, okay? We don't know Mr. Actor musician. We musicians, so we gonna go play. So they end up going to play, and, you know, because everybody got families to feed. But we're gonna figure that out. I want to do something really special. You know, being in the anniversary of Family Matters. Shanice Wilson and I have been talking about re-recording the song that I wrote on Family Matters. You're the One, and you know, we're gonna be doing something real soon. And you know, I may have Jay Tasha. That's why I got to talk to her on our sidebar. Come and produce something.
There it is.
And Big Les, you got to choreograph it.
I got you. 5, 6, 7, 8 all day. Say the word.
Hey.
You gotta get DJ Ron C to spin on it, whatever it is.
You know.
Let's go.
Whole crew in here. But
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for being on our show. I know you do have a CBD line that's coming out. Can you let us know real quick before you wrap up? And tell us?
Yeah, guys, please. We're doing a giveaway. Go to realdariusmccrary.com. I'm doing a giveaway for the next 6 months. Every 20 days, we'll give away four packages, 4 bundles. So it's the Big 420 giveaway. That's called Win Slow with 2 N's, because it's the winning. Sometimes you might win once, but you have to take your time and learn the steps to really win so you can become a perpetual winner. And that's when you find yourself deep in the game, you know, with rings. So it's called Winslow. And I got into CBD because I had a car accident, and I started to experiment with herbs and things like that and whatnot. And it's just the health benefits are amazing. It will change. It'll change your whole structure. It'll change your whole everything from anxiety to pain. It'll improve your vision. I helped a friend cure a serious ailment by changing their diet and CBD oil, and they were given a few months to live, and that was almost 6 years ago. So yeah. So please, guys, there are a lot of
give them the website one more time, Darius.
www.realdariusmccrary.com. And please follow me on all social media platforms, either just Darius McCrary, because I'm a simple man with complicated dreams, or realdariusmccrary.com.
Hey, Darius, first and foremost, once again, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time out your day to rock with the Spin Room crew. We wish you nothing but continued blessings in your journey and all the new things and new projects you got going on, my guy. Congratulations, and keep it moving. And once you drop some more stuff, we're going to have you back on so we can talk some more.
Hell yeah, you know how much history we got, man. Anything for you, anything for y'all, man. Y'all my peoples, man. I appreciate y'all so much.
I appreciate it, homeboy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for rocking with the Spin Room crew on this throwback. Well, I don't know why I keep saying throwback. It's Flashback Friday, man. Big Les, Ron C, Jay Tasha, K Stephanie, and our special guest, Darius McCrary. Thank you guys very much. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, you are now live